Uh,
Are you recording the call now?
yeah, for the show.
Don't play no games.
So you
But
what?
anyway,
So what happened?
but this is what happened. Okay, look, I had got off of work and stuff, and me and Larry, well, whatever. Me and the guy that I was with had went to
So
the
that's the dude named Larry.
yeah,
He
we had
sound
went
like
to
a
the
clown, Larry.
listen.
God damn.
We had went back to the apartment where we were staying at and stuff. And I told my son I'm gonna talk to my homegirl
Hold on,
Genesis
hold
to
on, hold
see.
on. So y'all left the other place
Yeah,
and
I
went
went to
to
work. I went to go clean a house, because that's what I do. I clean houses and stuff.
yeah.
So I went to go clean a house. Well, he went over there where I was at because I guess he felt like he had to be where I was at all times. I don't know. But so whatever I got done cleaning the house, the lady, she dropped us off over there where I stayed at and stuff. We went in the store, got some stuff. Then we went to the apartment and I said, well, I'm going to my homegirl Genesis house to see if she's going to play my hair. And he was like, all right. And he kept looking at me all crazy like, I was like, dude, it's just going to Genesis right over there. I'll be right back. So I went over there. When I walked out the apartment, my ex was right there.
How did your ex know you was there? You must have set it up.
No. I didn't know that the guy that stays in that apartment is my ex's cousin.
Ah, and see, this what you didn't realize. You can't be a player in this little town.
But the
It's
thing
too
is I'm
little.
not playing nobody. He was an ex.
Yeah,
Me and him have not talked.
yeah.
We have not talked. We haven't talked in like almost 2 months.
And then so what he so what
So
happened?
what happened was I called him and told him what was going on between me and Larry. I had to vent to somebody. He's a person I can vent to. He's a person that I can count on whenever I need something. So I called him and let him know what happened. And
He just so happened to be over there.
he showed up 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And I didn't say
So
nothing.
you
I
didn't
didn't
move
ask
him that in
I didn't
that.
ask him
You,
listen, I didn't ask nobody no questions about how he got, how y'all know him or none of that. I didn't ask no questions because if I would have asked him something, then Larry would have flipped out. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I just like try to piece it together. And then yesterday, was yesterday, day for yesterday. Okay, like I said, I went to go clean the house. I came back and my ex was there, and he was like, "Get your shit and come on." I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Get your shit and come on." I said, "Man, I'm not trying to start no shit with nobody, please." I said, "I will get my shit, okay?" And he was like, "Okay." So I went in there to go get my stuff, and me and Larry been arguing already all that day. So when I went to get my stuff, he was like, what's the shit you want?" I said, "What you mean?" I said, "I already done talked about this." I said, "I'm gonna go my way, and you're gonna go your way." And next thing I know, he hit me, like fucking hit me.
And what you do? Ran out the room hollering.
Hell no. I was like, dude, why the fuck you keep putting your hands on me? I said, you didn't hit old boy when he hit your ass the other day and shit. When the
Yeah.
old boy smacked the fuck out of you, you didn't hit him, but you would have hit on me. I said, that's what you call a fucking coward.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker went to try to hit me again. When he was trying to hit me again, that's when I just kicked his ass. I just kicked him. I don't know where they are kicked him. I kicked him and shit. But them motherfucker just went like that and shit. And the next thing I know, he grabbed me by my hair. And when he grabbed me by my hair, I started hollering for my ex.
Yeah.
And when I started hollering for my ex came in there and he was like, "Oh, no, you gotta go.
He
He said, you
came
gotta
in
go
like
right now."
Superman. Did he come in?
And she,
Whoa!
so I was all like, I said, "I'm gonna get my shit and I'm gonna leave." I said, "He can stay here." And he's like, "No, if you stay here, he gotta get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to get here." So he fucking, my ex told him 3 times. He said, "All right, dude, get your shit and come on." He said, "Get up out of here." He kept saying, all right, man." He said, "Man, ain't gonna be tomorrow, all right?" He said, "Get your shit and come on." He said, "They don't want you there, now get out." So when he said, "All right," again, the
So
next thing I know, they were
the
outside.
dude
They
that
were outside and fighting on the steps.
outside
There
fighting.
was
So who
two,
won the
and then
fight?
remember right there, they were tussling on the steps. And then my ex said, "You don't want none of this, dude." He said, "You don't want none of this." He said, "I mean that shit." Next thing I know, my ex hit Larry one time and busted his whole shit open.
And what you did start crying. No,